Hey, Hugs with Scissors here. I'm happy, because I'm gonna do a review of my favorite movies. Um, horror movies, B movies, whatever. Okay, here's the movie. Okay, front, whatever. And it is The Dead Next Door. Uh, directed, produced, everything by J.R. Bookwalter and Sam Raimi of the Evil Dead series. Um, okay, where to start with this film? It is, by all means, one of my favorite, like, gorehound zombie films. I like a lot of zombie films, but this is by far one of my favorite movies. It's not it's not a good film though. It's fun. It's just a fun movie, but it is the acting and a lot of the special effects and everything. They are terrible, but that's what makes it so good. Um, Actually, the actors didn't get paid for this film. It was more like a walk-on basis. J.R. Bookwalter, yeah, he's in the movie. He's actually one of the lead roles. It was made on a uh, what the after budget of one of the Evil Dead 2, actually, by Sam Raimi. He had money left over, so they basically just made a movie because they were bored. Kind of what I got out of the story of that. But yeah, that was pretty good. I thought that was funny. Just to start off the film and its brief history I know of it. The storyline is a typical zombie storyline of an apocalypse in which a squad of people from the U.S. government is going out and killing zombies and trying to figure out how to stop it, or stop the virus from spreading. So as they're going on and going throughout the U.S., through Oregon is where it takes place, I believe, or Ohio, yeah, Ohio, they're just going out and killing zombies, trying to figure out it. What they're doing in the film, though, is trying to find Dr. Bo's serum. Dr. Bo's serum does something weird to the virus, and it shuts down the zombie. So that's what they're trying to do. It stops the virus in its tracks, and it reverts it, kind of. It doesn't matter what. But okay, so that's what they're doing. They're going and they're going looking for Dr. Bo's serum. They find it, and when they do find it, they are met with this cult member, and he attacks one of the people, and he machetes a guy in the shoulder, and blood's squirting everywhere. Um, it's a great scene. It's funny. You just have to see the way the guy he gets hit in the shoulder, and it's so dramatic the way he falls back because you can obviously tell somebody's holding him on the back and letting him down slowly. It's very funny. Um, and once this happens, they have like this brief fight, and then they shoot the kid, and then they find out about the cult, and there's this man named Reverend Jones, who is so ungodly similar to Reverend Jim Jones from the Jonestown Massacre. It's not even funny. It kind of looks like Jelly Offer at the same time, which makes it even more weird. And what they do after that is so what their plan is after that, they have to go and stop the zombies with Dr. Bo's serum, get it back to their government agency, then stop the cult at the same time. So there's a lot of stuff for them to do, and that's what they do. And the cult's idea is that the zombies are God's way of purging the earth of man's sin and mankind, and that's actually how God is going to kill all mankind in 2012, as he's going to release zombies upon the world, and the dead are going to eat us all. Just forewarning you, so get ready. And that's what they do and throughout the film, and that's pretty much the film kind of wrapped up in a bundle. I don't want to ruin this film because you need to see it. It is hilarious. I've showed so many of my friends and family members and loved ones, and I don't care who it is. Even if I don't know, I'll show you this movie. Just tell me you want to see it. It is so, I don't know, I just really enjoyed this film a lot. Um, some of the scenes in the movie, I'll kind of give you an idea of what to expect. Um, One scene in particular that really sticks out in my mind is kind of near the beginning of the movie. They're in a house looking for zombies, hunting for them, trying to find out if there are any survivors. They go upstairs, or one man goes upstairs, excuse me. He finds a zombie sitting against the wall who just ate someone, and he's sitting there like this, munching on some random skin organ thing. He then shoots the zombie in the head, in which the camera quickly reverts back downstairs to the other squad members, and they're like, "Oh, what was that?" And the gunshot. It's not that hard to tell. And like I said, the acting is terrible in this movie. And then he doesn't kill it, and blood's squirting out of its head, and it's doing this weird flappy arm motion. And he quickly grabs his machete and whacks its head off, in which he does this very dramatic, and then cuts his head off. And blood's literally like ketchup squirting out of the neck. But when he does this, a zombie's been hiding in the closet this entire time, and he comes out, and his attack mode is literally doing this and making this weird "ee" sound as he approaches him, and they have this struggle on the floor with this guy with blue face paint on for being a zombie. And as they're fighting, the other team members, for some reason, been hanging out for like 20 minutes downstairs, finally rush up there and gets him off of him, stuffs a grenade in his mouth, and throws him out the window, and he blows up. That's literally, it's so over the top with the gore and the effects. The effects are not, they're just as bad as the acting, to be honest, but it's still, the movie is approached with a fun sense. You'll have such a good time with it. It is, like I said, I really like it just because of that fact. It's not a heavy movie, it's not a serious movie, it's just a fun horror movie with lots of blood, guts, and gore. So if you like horror movies and you like that kind of B-rate horror movie, you'll have such a blast with this film. I would suggest anyone watch it that likes horror movies and likes gory movies in general, but wants to have like a more light, happy sense about it. It's good. Something I just like to explain really quick. On the front here, you can see his nice homemade dog mask looking thing, muzzle. Actually, what it is the cult leaders, like I said, they think the thing about the whole idea about the zombie apocalypse. So what they actually do is put the masks on the zombies so they themselves can get bitten, and they're kind of like dogs, so they can search for other people, and the zombies kill them. That's what they do when people are trying to find Dr. Bro's serum. But there's a scene in the movie where there's a bunch of zombies with a mask, and the guy bumps into one. He's like, "Oh, the leader of the zombie squad in the movie," and has the mask on. It's like reaching for him, and he literally goes to the horde of zombies, just move, get out of my way. It's pretty funny. One funny thing about the movie too, that I've enjoyed was Bruce Campbell actually does a voiceover for one of the characters in the entire film. I just thought that was funny. I don't know why it's funny, but it is to me, just because of Bruce Campbell, such a awesome guy. Yeah, that's the entire film. It's kind of been rambling about this movie, but like I said, this movie is so enjoyable, and I've seen it like 30 times or more. I don't even know. It's just so fun to me. But yeah, actually, I'll show you kind of yeah, that's one of the zombies. As you can tell, he's got chains around his wrist, and his intestines are falling out and whatnot. And his face is melting off, and his tongue's hanging out. Oh, it's so good. I'm not actually going to tell a whole lot about the film because I do want you to see it. Someone uploaded the entire film on YouTube, I think, so you can actually check it out there and just watch it all. It's at least worth that for sure. You can find the movie too at quite a few different places. I got mine for like $4 or $5, brand new. So it's definitely worth checking out one way or the other. It's definitely worth adding to a collection. So, but yeah, I just want to share this film. If you haven't heard of it, now you have, and I hope you can check it out. It's very enjoyable, and hope you have fun with that. And until next time, guys, take it easy.